I'm making another video in my car. I gotta do it before the sun goes down. This is the best lighting I can get, so I know all you film nerds are gonna be jacking on my sound and my lighting, but this is all I can do right now. I'm trying to keep, consistent with getting videos up every week. So anyways, abortion afterthought video of the little mini movie that I did. I had so much information, and it was hard. I'm trying to get them under 10 minutes, these little mini movies, trying to anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, no longer than 10. So I couldn't use all the information. I was knee deep in, or I should be like eyeball deep in all the stuff that I watch, all of the videos and interviews and information, stuff that I didn't know. I learned a lot of stuff, but I just focused this video on looks like I'm drowning. Let me just sit up a little bit more. I focused this main video on the profit that people make from aborted babies, and there were so many angles I could have taken with this. This is like the behind the scene director's cut of the, of the video. No, but I saw a very it blew my mind. There was a lady who had a testimony that was talking about she was raped, and I guess I can put that in the links if you guys want to watch it. She was raped, and she was raped in a very graphic, violent way, and she got pregnant, and she decided to keep the baby, and she said that the baby actually helped her heal. And it was mind-blowing, because you always hear that, the only real case for abortion, is if somebody is raped. But then you have that perspective of a lady that talks about, and it was interesting because she described it as a double trauma. She was like, I was already raped, and then that was one trauma. And she goes, if I had an abortion, that would have been a double trauma, and it's not the child's fault. So I just thought her husband was supporting. It was a really beautiful story. It blew my mind. I don't even know if I would feel like that. I'm not saying that I would want to keep it. I'm not saying that I don't know. I hope, God forbid, I'm ever in that situation. And I'm, assuming everybody doesn't feel like that. Everybody doesn't have the support she had. I get that. But it's just another perspective that you don't hear. And I never even thought about, And then there's I saw another testimony of a woman who survived an abortion. They tried to abort her, and I guess she came out alive, and she survived. So she has testimonies of her talking about her right to live as a person, as a third party that survived abortion. So there's so many different stories and facets to it, and they don't talk about the fathers, which I've talked about in videos. Women carries the baby, but the father plants the seed, and it does they do have a right too, I think. So I don't know, it was just some of the footage that I use, I use a couple of clips that were graphic. I didn't make the whole thing graphic, but because when I was editing, I had to rewatch that stuff over and over again. I'm still like watching the animated where they take the baby apart, and they just, I had to be like, I can't watch it. I can't watch, And then when Planned Parenthood, they're picking through the baby, I was like, oh. So I tried to keep those short, because I know if I couldn't watch it and I'm editing it, then it's going to be hard for other people to watch. But I think people need to see that, because there's a huge disconnect with the whole story about it being a couple of selves and a baby. And I think when people see that, they make the connection. They're like, oh, that's a baby. That's a baby. Because that's what I did. That's how I thought, Just like a lot of people think vaccines is like I did before, it's just like the virus and then some salt water. That's what I thought. Most people think that. They don't realize that there are all these chemicals that go into vaccines that aren't tested, that don't have long-term studies, that that they just automatically assume this stuff is safe and tested. I thought, you know, when people aborted their babies, that they would just incinerate them and stuff. I didn't know that they were being used for all these other things. I didn't know that there was a financial incentive to get people to abort their babies. I didn't know the history behind eugenics and the attachment between, people using abortion as a way to genocide and certain races or certain types of people, whether it's mentally handicapped people or people that are black or people that are poor, or, you know, I just learned so much. So if you guys are intrigued by that, I would encourage you to do some digging. Live Action, Save the Storks. Live Action does really good work. Save the Storks. Two main channels that I recommend off the top of my head. It seems like there's another one I can't think about it, but it's just mind-blowing. And to top it off, I've had this person, I don't know if it's a guy, if it's a girl, if they're black, they're white, because they don't have a picture, and they have a very ambiguous, what do you call it, an androgynous name. So I don't know what they are. I don't know. I don't think they're a bot though. But anyway, this person actually said that they agreed with me on this abortion video, and they've been trolling me for months. They will come up every time I make a video. They'll come up and be like, "Oh, you're a sellout. You're in a sunken place. You hate your black skin." I'm just like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Like, come on, dude. Like, I'm bored with your comments. I'm not even insulted. I'm entertained by your stupidity. You're retarded. But this person actually left a comment and said, "I actually agree with you." I blew my mind. I was like, it must be apocalypse, because my troll, that's been my consistent troll for months now, like, agrees. Even they agree that this video is terrible. I mean, not the video, but what's happening is terrible. So, I mean, I hope that if they're at least going to troll me, I hope they're at least learning something from this video. As long as they don't get violent or crazy, I won't block them. I'm glad. I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't block you. I'm glad. I have blocked some people, but I don't know, it takes a lot. They just get, anyway. So I just want to say this. I'm going to end it off with this for this video gets too long. And before the sun goes down, you know, you think you got people that are making videos, people that are putting stuff on video media, on social media. You think you aren't doing something sometimes. It seems like you're posting, you're fighting with people, you're arguing, you're putting out all this work, all this energy you're spending on trying to inform people, and sometimes it feels like you're not getting through to people. And just when you think you aren't something, you know, you get a sign to show that maybe you are getting through to somebody. So I just want to say that, to keep your hopes up. You know, they're trying to shadow ban truthers, truth seekers, people that are trying to empower people, because they're butthurt because they're losing. They can't win with their own stories and their own information. So they have to you know, shadow ban people. They have to give people strikes. They have to shut their channels down. They have to kick them off social media, because we are #winning. Okay, so just remember that anytime you get down, and think about that. And it was really good, at least for one day, my troll and and I did not fight. But for the most part, I have people that send me really nice compliments. One guy was like, "I know you're sick of compliments." No, I'll never be sick of compliments. But people say really nice things to me. People send me information. There are people that give me donations. And, you know, if I just had people that were talking about me and saying nice things about me, maybe I would get a full head. I don't know. I think I've had enough adversity in my life, though, to realize that, you know, everything's not always perfect. But sometimes trolls do keep you on your game. So as long as they're not, you know, abusive, you got to be thankful for them. You got to use them to their advantage. You have to learn from them as well. And at least one day we found common ground, and it was really inspiring on something. So Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace, you, love it, guys. Bye. Mwah.